27 years of the experience, especially done with the TPM level and the TPM view. He is in a position to do that. So hats off to him, and just wanted to start my presentation with one slide only. So am I able to?
Thank you, Manish ji.
Yeah, you can share your screen, Manish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
you can make presentation. Yes, now we are able to see it.
Perfect. Yes, so in only one slide, just trying to cover everything. But before going to this presentation, because Amarji and Mr. Amish has already presented a good statistics of the imported raw material and everything. So I have been assigned with the task of sharing the details based on green sand and binders. So I'm going to focus on this particular chapter. So if you see in a short, the major green sand foundries, if you see, so 400 to 450 numbers are a specific number, though even in India we used to say 4,000, more than 4,000 foundries are there. But if you see specifically for the better green sand foundries, the numbers is lying only with 400 to 450. So if you see even those 400 foundries, the major foundries are producing 3.21 lakhs of tons of casting per month, where they are consuming around 35,000 tons of bentonite plus 12,000 metric ton of the coal related products. And the calculation is based on the 10% of the bentonite for the liquid metal they are producing and 40% of the 40% of the bentonite for the coal part. So this is in short for the statistics which I have gathered based on our practical visits and the experience. If we wanted to focus basically on this chapter and this slide, so there is opportunities and the challenges for the localization. So in short, if you see for the opportunities column, I have specifically mentioned the opportunity in this challenging period is for the digitization, value and cost saving, not price. And this value or not price is already explained by Mr. Amar Patil just in his all slides. And the gain own money. What is meant by this gain own money? So as you rightly said in the beginning of the this panel discussion, Nagesh, the foundry is having a potential of making huge losses. At the same time, it is having a potential of making better profits. So this is the own money from the raw material and the process perspective. Foundry is doing with their own processes, and that money has to take back. And this is possible only by doing the working on challenges. So what are those challenges? So the challenges I have tried to elaborate in this three particular column. Imply less is best principle. So what is this less is best principle? From 2007, we are always actually exploring this principle. So less is best principle is nothing. It is applying or optimizing each and every process for less is best. Whatever is you are going to use, try to optimize it. Say for an example of a resin, like Amarji is saying, most of the foundries earlier, they were using 1 to 1.2% resin. Now, after optimization, some of the foundries are in a position to limit it to 0.9% or 0.8%. Even though the global standards are 0.6 or 0.7, but at least with more and more optimization process, we are in a better position to reach to 0.6, 0.7 level. Say for an example of bentonite, the earlier bentonite usage in the average foundries was ranging for per batch 1% to 1.5%. It depends upon foundry practices as well as casting process. But I'm specifically saying, so those 1 to 1.5% band is possible to reduce to 0.8 to 1.2 or 0.8 to 1%. But a thorough scientific approach or a second dose by need usage ratio is needed, where you are in a position to only this imply less is best principle. Secondly, the supplier and foundry partnership. As Amarji is already saying, what are his expectations from suppliers? He is very correct in that, because supplier is not the only supplier. He is a partner in the making the castings, and by providing so much of raw material, quality raw material, consistency, and so much of the services. So foundry has to consider supplier as their partner, not only to make not only to gain the money. So this is our this is my specific perspective. And when we are talking about localization, so if you see from the green sand perspective, the most of the elements which are already falling in this green sand perspective, like bentonite, like new sand or fresh sand, or the coal, these are fossil fuels and naturally occurring elements. So localization is already happened with this. Only few of the foundries are now started looking for the imported clay or imported sand because of the quality perspective. But even if foundries are specific and quality conscious for the usage of this clay, coal and sand, I am 100% sure and confident we are in a better position to manage this localization process by value engineering with supplier foundry partnership and digitization. So this is what I would like to conclude with my small thoughts, my own view, and my own presentation. Thank you, Manish.
Thank you. Thank you, Manish. Thank you for this. Now I would like to hand over it to Mr. Nitin. Nitinji is from the user side, and I request him to express his views on the subject matter. Over to you, Nitinji.
Yeah. Hi, good evening, everyone. Hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are
Yes.
audible.
Yeah, that's good.
Manishji, can you stop your screen
Yeah,
sharing?
that's what I'm doing. 1 moment, give me a moment.